Oh no! Keith Lee! Oh, a double team! Come on, PJ. Forrest, 1. Oh, PJ fell out! 2, 3 strikes. Should I get up, PJ? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is Uneducated Sports Talk. Stay smart, stay uneducated.
Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is another episode of Tuesdays with TJ, the NFL Podcast, episode 46. Do us all a favor, y'all. Represent your ride or die NFL team. Let's get it. I am your host, Carlos Clayton. Live, my beautiful co-host, PJ Miss Phillips Jr. She said, "What up, y'all?" And of course, the main man of the evening, to my right, Mr. TJ Tracy. What's up, brother?
I am doing well. How are you? Have you gotten over the little bit of a loss that you
Hey,
had this
man.
weekend?
Hey, I've been a Saints fan since '99. I didn't seen a bunch of them losses, dog. So I'm kind of immune to it now.
Oh, got you.
I'm very immune to it. Now, hey, I tell you what, uh, 10 years ago, yeah, it kind of stung. But now that I'm just in my 30s, yeah, it's like, all right, we lost, but okay, well, hopefully get them back next time, whatever, you know. But I took it to heart back in the day, man. I was done for 24 hours. Oh, couldn't
Wow.
tell me nothing, man. Leave me alone. I don't want to hear it right now.
I get you. I'm kind of like that as well. Um, can you hear me at all? Or
Yes, you're good.
I'm
You are
good.
good. You are good.
My computer's just having a little hissy. I don't know if it's working at all, but it's just me. There we are. Hello. Randy got back up. Um, Yeah, it was a good game. Obviously, people didn't know you and I streamed it. Hopefully, you went well. I think it went well.
It went great.
I had a
Fantastic.
blast.
Fantastic. I had to apologize to my Facebook people. I said, "Y'all, it's my fault the Saints lost because I don't do well with collabs, man. I just don't do well." I said, I'm 0-2 now, and I'm very superstitious. I used to be
Really?
very like hardcore. Do you have any superstitions with your team?
Not really. It was. when we went to the Super Bowl, I always wore my white sleigh jersey because the one time I didn't, we lost. I was like wearing the white sleigh jersey
Right, right.
constantly. But since we lost the Super Bowl and I was wearing my white sleigh jersey, now that all went out the window.
I had a bad habit, man. If we were down at halftime, I would take a shower. I would just, yeah, I
Really?
had to rinse off the dirt. I don't know why. Just like, nope. And take a shower, rinse the dirt off, start over. Right. Every game for like I did for like 10 years, bro. Every game we were down at halftime, I'm taking a shower, man. I gotta wipe this off me, dog.
How fascinating.
Yeah, it was bad, man. And then pretty much every field goal attempt, I just would never look. I would never look. I'll always turn my head. I would just always turn my head, and I hear the crowd or or whoever's around me either go yay or ah, and I turn around mother or yay.
Just the anger.
Oh man, I have so much of that going on. We got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in the building. Says, "Hey, Peter said, what's up, DBSH? Let's get it. What's
Brilliant.
up, Daniel? Y'all, please, if you're new to the channel, man, first of all, hit that like button. We egg everyone on to hit that like button for us, and of course, hit that subscribe button if it's your first time over here. Yeah, you are missing out on a great thing. So, welcome to Tuesday with TJ, presented by Uneducated Sports Talk. Like I said, it's episode 46. We are in there. We got a breadth of topics, man, a lot of topics. Pretty much the
Hmm.
good, the bad, and the downright ugly. We have to do every single episode while the season's going on. We will break down all of week three's action. Of course, we have our week four picks and predictions. Unfortunately, I think we both lost our pick'ems, right? From last week.
Yes, the bloody Cleveland Browns let me down. The
And of
one
course,
time, yeah, I don't normally go with Cleveland. I don't think they're like. I think there's problems. The one time I was like, you know what? I'm going to give them their fair dues. Let's go
right,
to they
right. And
bloody let down.
wah, 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 man. Hey, you did way better than me in all the pick'ems though. You went, my
Really?
friend. You went 9-7, dude. I went 6-10. And that was a great thing because I swear to God I only got four right. Like I was just like counting, man, I only got like four right. I think it was like I'm like 4 and freaking 12, and then finally, finally I actually looked into it. I got six, whatever. Ah, Lord, it was bad though. It was
That's
bad.
good.
Hey, my worst though. Last year I did 5-11 one week, so that wasn't my worst. I got Derpy Entertainment says Justin Fields might be him. Hey, you never know, man. Hey, 3-0 team. One of the we'll talk about those 3-0 teams later on, and also those 0-3 teams. And then we have the beautiful, beautiful Haley Gordon's in the building showing love. What's up,
Hello,
beautiful?
Haley.
And Peter said, "What's up, HG?" And what's up, DE Derpy Entertainment? And I got Dance McKeon says double header tonight. Yes, sir. You guys, I'm going live right after this. We're going live for WNBA playoff action game two between the Seattle Storm and the Las Vegas Aces. So right after this stream, y'all stay tuned for my stream for the WNBA playoffs, you guys. Game two between
Who
the
you
Storm.
got?
I got Aces. I got the Aces right now.
Yeah.
The back-to-back champions, two-time defending champions. Until someone knocks them off, they've had a not a good year this year to their standards, but they're still the fourth seed. And until someone knocks them off, I'm gonna go for them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, good luck. Good luck. Do
Yeah.
you want to put money on it? You got money on it?
Oh yeah, money's been.
Yeah.
Shoot, I mean, I was bored when they played a couple of days ago, so I put 100 down to only win 22, but I knew they were gonna win. So I said, let me just throw 100 to win. Let me just get $22 extra right fast. So I got it.
Oh, let me just get a catch of
Catch
$22.
the $22 right fast. I knew I was gonna
Yeah.
win it. So, and I didn't want to go with the spread. The spread is a lot higher, obviously. I was like, nah, let me just go to the money line. Because they were already like 13-point favorites. So I was like, yeah. So I just won $22. I was happy with that. Derpy says, just think the clowns are paying Watson 230 something million for whatever performance that was for them. Oh man, yeah. He
Yeah.
took like 8 sacks with the Giants, right? Good God Almighty.
It just wasn't good. And this is against the Giants.
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about a lot, that and a lot more. We got Daniel says I sent both links on Discord. My man, thank you so much for
Thank you
that,
very much,
Daniel. Yes, sir.
Daniel.
You're awesome, brother.
I've been seeing you in the Discord, constantly updating. I do appreciate you.
Cause I'm never in that thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I just, I don't, I hardly be in it, man. I try, man, but that's one of the things I just be forgetting. All right, y'all.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Rep your team like Derpy's repping the Steelers. He said Justin Fields might be him. Let's get it, man. We're gonna break down all of week three's action, and boy, we'll start off with the good because we're a good kind of stream. So the good, ladies and gentlemen, and we will start fresh off our memories. Monday Night Football, the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, and it was the debut of Mr. Jayden Daniels, prime time showcasing, and boy, did he deliver!
Yeah,
Did
he
he
did.
deliver? My man, if you guys saw the thumbnail, he went 21 out of 23. That's 91.8%, almost 92%, the most by a rookie ever.
Both is it both by rookie or both? Yeah, it would be
No,
both by rookie. I thought it was of all time.
yeah, most by a rookie of all time. 91.8%, I
Oh,
believe, something like that, or 91.3%. Regardless, though, he had a phenomenal day. 21 out of 23, 254 yards passing, 39 yards rushing, three total touchdowns, and it felt like he and the Commanders could do no wrong in this matchup. That was magnificent. And honestly, I haven't seen a debut that damn good on prime time. Not just your regular debut, but your prime time debut, right? The whole entire world's watching you. And to deliver like that, is it safe to say the Commanders got him a good one?
oh, absolutely. Everyone sort of suspects this guy will be rookie of the year. Um, and like even when the rookies have been on and off, the first 2 weeks, I think all the rookies struggled. Wait, did all the rookies win this week?
Man, when you look at, no, Caleb Williams lost against the Colts.
Yes, he did. He lost against the Colts, and
21-16. And then we have,
Drake May got destroyed.
yeah, Bo Nix won. We'll
Yeah,
talk about that. Lord, lost
but
lost money.
even when the Commanders were losing, uh, he's looked good. He has looked really good.
Yes.
And obviously, it all just came together that game. It was just so impressive. That beautiful touchdown to Terry McLaurin, just
Oh, the
in
game
the
winner.
corner of the end zone.
The game
Oh,
winner. That was
oh.
that was yeah, chef's kiss. Yeah, chef's kiss. That was beautiful, bro. But here's the bigger thing about that. Through three games, zero turnovers, none.
Yes,
He is taking care of the football, running and passing, which has been amazing, bro. It has been amazing. I'm in awe of what I'm seeing because just when we thought we would never get another CD Stroud for maybe another decade or whatever, like that type of rookie season, here comes Jayden Daniels. So you know what? This could be this is what all owners want from their starting quarterbacks when they draft them top 3 or 4 or 5, right? it just it doesn't happen like that, but that's what they crave for. So I think Daniels has made it even harder for rookies now to come in there and deliver. But you got to understand about environments though to fit right. One, the team as an organization all wanted Jayden Daniels. That's one.
yep.
Because usually you get these stories about, well, the owner wanted this guy, but the GM wanted that guy, and it's a lot of
Bryce Young.
riffraff. And RG3 comes to my mind when it comes down to the Washington, formerly known as the Redskins back in the day. That came to mind. They all came to agreement. We all want him. Even the Bears, you can kind of tell there's a little bit of with Caleb Williams, right?
Yeah.
But Washington Commanders were all in on Jayden Daniels. They wanted him bad, and they got their guy. And he has come out there, and dude, he is faster than I thought, and I knew he was fast already. He is fast, fast.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's going to be a problem. Someone
Yeah.
has to face him twice a year.
Well, no, I'm not worried about you twice a year because the Saints got to face him this year once.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
I'm more
sorry.
worried about that. I said, hey, we don't do well against mobile quarterbacks at all, man. It's just been our history, man, over the last couple of years. But good God Almighty, he looks amazing. So, is it safe to say right now, TJ, did Jayden Daniels already cement himself as Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's any offensive rookies that are at all close to him. Like none of the QBs at all. Maybe Neighbors, but even then he's been quite. He did have a good game,
Had a great
obviously
game.
against the Browns. Great game
What's his
against the
name?
Browns.
Harrison, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Ha-
He had a great
Marvin
game
Harrison
week
Jr.
two. Week two, he had two tutties and 130 plus yards receiving.
You are spot on. He had a fantastic game there, but everything else it is Daniels, right?
Yeah, but yeah,
There's no one else.
the league is a quarterback league too. So right
Yeah.
now, I promise you, he is the front runner. He's definitely the
Oh,
front runner.
absolutely.
I mean, the way he plays, and there's a in that game. Now let's not give discredit to the Bengals offense. The Bengals offense can play too. Joe Burrow and them, they just the few times they scored field goals when the Commanders were scoring touchdowns. That was the issue. So if you want to give a shout out to any defense, it was the Commanders' red zone defense for kind of shutting them down, bending but don't break at certain times in that game. Because let's be honest, both teams are going up and down like crazy. But I'm going to say this: I think he's got it. I think he's got Rookie of the Year
Yeah,
in the bag already. As long as he stays
already.
healthy, but like it doesn't get no more prime time than Monday Night Football against a 0-2 angry Bengals team that we
Hmm.
just all assume. Well, they never go 0-3. They always go 0-2, and then they find their footing, and here we go. Jayden Daniels, like you said, could be a problem. Could be a problem.
Ooh.
I'm looking. I'm sorry, TJ. I'm looking at like the future of the NFC East right now, and I'm like, man, who's really got it that good right now? I'm like, Jayden Daniels. That's the future.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the problem.
I mean,
They're currently top of the
well,
East
yeah, yep, you're right.
after 3 weeks.
Yep, them Eagles
You've
are
got,
kind of tied, I guess, but I guess with maybe point differential, maybe I don't know. I can't
I
tell.
think it's because they've won the last 2 games, didn't they? They won last week and this week,
Maybe
and
so,
the
maybe
Eagles
so.
lost and won. I think it's something will stretch strength of schedule or whatever.
Okay,
But no, yeah, no, the Commanders they're going to be a problem. They really are. It looks like Dan Quinn is doing very well with his second year as a head coach.
and I mean, oh, and shout out Daniels, his first ever pass touchdown went to an O lineman. I caught the
Yes,
thick six. The
gotta
thick
love a
six.
thick
That was,
six.
I think his name was oh my god, I want to butcher his name now. Damn it. Trenton Thomas, may I'm lying. I don't know.
I
Anyways,
don't
but it was awesome. He and the celebration and what I was getting at was when you mentioned Dan Quinn, they love Dan Quinn and it's vice versa. The lineman and Dan Quinn. This is the middle of the game. This is still a heated battle. They are hugging on the sideline like a big old hug and full of laughter and enlightenment and joy. I was like, yo, okay. They look like they're having fun. They love their coach, and that makes for a dangerous team, especially with the Commanders with nothing to lose this year, right?
Mhm.
All the talks about the Eagles and the Cowboys, right? And all the negative talk about the Giants because of the big market and
Oh,
there's the Commanders, right? There's a Commander just
yeah,
sitting there, and I'm like, look, in my predictions for this season, I had them 9-8. I had them a one game out of the playoffs, missing out barely to the Buccaneers, who went 10-6. I had the Bucks. The reason why the no Buccaneers went 9-8 as well. I think I forgot already, but anyways, I did have the Bucks winning over the Commanders in Week 1, and that's why ultimately that last game came out to the Bucks losing, and the Commanders had to win, but the Bucks won the last game, I believe. So, anyways, but yes, I think he did solidify himself as Rookie of the Year. It only gets better from now here on out. Here on out, because at
that's
first, because my thing was the big thing was about them was well against the Giants, all they did was score field goals. I'm like, hello, that means they made it to field goal range 7 times. That means you're
yeah.
at least getting some yardage in there, and I'm loving. Although Eckler is out with a concussion now,
Oh,
he might be out for one more week, unfortunately for me. But I'm gonna be real. I'm like, you know what? This team, if they can keep Eckler and Robinson going that two head tandem, and of course keep Scary Terry hot, man, watch out for the Commanders. Derby says, honestly, no, Jaden hadn't submitted Rookie of the Year because he beat a Bengals team that's been struggling and probably will continue that route throughout the season.
but this
I'll,
Bengals team played very well. Like I said, they got into field goal range. Like you wouldn't if you went to the if you went and said your team scored 33 points this week, you'd be like, yeah, that's a win. Like, come on, 33 points, and they lost by 5. Like the Bengals were scoring. I
right.
wouldn't say the Bengals are obviously they always start slow and all that, but yeah, the Commanders just came out and it was the difference. They kept settled field goals. The Commanders got touchdowns, and
And this is
oh,
sort of a
it was
trend
fun.
now because all right, you play the Buccaneers, first game of his career, right? But still, the bigger thing is no turnovers, right? No
Hmm.
turnovers, and he didn't put himself or his team in danger, right? The Bucks just beat him. That was it. They just beat him,
Yeah,
right? Now, as far as the Giants are concerned, that's basically let's say 7 out of the 9 possessions they got points, And let's say what the 7 possessions they got in this game against the Bengals, they got points. It was crazy how it went down. Like they have now scored on 14 of the last, let's say 14 of the last 17, 18 possessions. That's a trend, right? Unless you're the Saints,
Yeah.
then that game three just goes out the window. But still, like for that team though, you gotta feel confident in that team, and you gotta feel confident in the quarterback, man. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's
You are
get it, man.
spot
So I like what I'm seeing from Jayden Daniels, but let's talk about keep with the good, you guys. The Minnesota Vikings,
on. What
big
madness.
balling, smashing, making the ends right now. Vikings 3-0 and a big time beatdown over the favored Houston Texans,
Yeah.
34-7. TJ, my
Whoa.
question on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you of calling the Vikings a threat to the NFL?
Ah, well, absolutely. Like they've played hard competitions, and who would have thought that the Vikings, one, are undefeated, two, on top of the NFC North, with again the Sam Donald left team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sam Donald led team. Absolutely crazy. Like they beat the so the competition. Obviously the Giants. Okay, it's the Giants.
right,
Whatever. But 28-6,
right.
Mac.
But on the road too, on the road.
On the road, the 49ers. Now I know the 49ers are banged up. And have
But
you heard
it's
about the Christian McCaffrey news?
no, I did not.
So I've got to find it. I want to quote it correctly. Sorry, bear with me for 2 seconds. But whilst I find this, um, they beat the 49ers. Oh, here you go. From Adam Schefter, the 49ers running back, Christian McCaffrey, is heading over to see a specialist in
Oh
Germany
damn, damn.
regarding his Achilles tendons to get a second opinion and what to go on. So that's concerning, very concerning. But
Now, did you hear about the Darnold injury news?
yes, it's
So
good. It's not as bad as it could be.
okay, I about actually I don't know the extent of what's going on, but I did hear just today that he was dealing with something.
Yes, it was. Let me just quickly have a look. But no, it's they beat the 49ers and they beat them convincingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even though it is against a CMC less 49ers, whatever. Then they went against Houston Texans. Houston Texans is the favorite. A lot of people like the Houston Texans.
yes,
And then they go in and they beat the living
beat the crap out of
crap.
him, man. I was like, what is going on?
Absolutely.
34-7, and for the first
Ah,
time, I actually saw a frustrated C.J. Stroud. I mean, he was
yeah.
frustrated. I'd never seen that from him ever, and I don't know who the D coordinator is for the Vikings. It's not Mike Zimmer. You know, he's doing it in Dallas right now. But no, the D coordinator for the Vikings, he's doing a damn good job, man. When you only allow 6 points to the Giants, only allow 7 points. Oh, is it Flores? Isn't it
Brian
Flores?
Flores.
Brian Flores,
Flores,
right?
Flores, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Flores is doing
Yeah.
an amazing job right now. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's doing a good job. So they've only given up 6 to the Giants, 7 to the Texans, and was it like 14 or something to the Niners or something like that? Uh,
17.
17. So yeah, man, this team is they are clicking on all cylinders right now. As a threat, look, you had my curiosity with the win over the Niners, and now you got my attention with the win over the
Mhm.
Texans. You know, albeit both games at home. Let's see what they do against a really good team on the road. All right, and
Green Bay.
that comes up this week, Green Bay. So let's find out how that actually
Mhm.
goes. If they can somehow manage to pull that game off, ooh, here we go. All right,
Yeah.
but they are a threat, though. I like this because they are establishing the culture right now. They're establishing some sort of culture. We're going to lean on our defense, and we're going to have some big time new plays with Darnold Jefferson. You know, say when he gets back to being majorly healthy. I like this Vikings team. I do, and we'll see how it goes. Do I trust them Super Bowl? Hell no. Hell, they ain't won a Super Bowl. They haven't won a Super Bowl in their franchise history. So I'm not.
No,
No. So no Super Bowls, but to probably contend for a top seed in the playoffs in the NFC, yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10, being a threat right
yeah,
now. But it's like you really convinced me with a win over the Packers, or even to make it a close game. How about that? And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, this team has got something wrong. So
So Sam, after a round of tests and exams and MRI, Sam Donald's knee shows that he's avoided any structural or ligament damage. It's just soreness around the joint, and
yeah,
he's optimistic he could play around for Green Bay.
okay.
So he can go ahead. And I know people are already jumping to conclusions that they should just bench JJ McCaffrey and run with Sam Donald for a while. Um,
McCarthy
but
off of here, right?
what was
You
that?
talking about
Yeah, he's
next
out
year?
for the year. But they're talking about next year and
Oh,
future years.
I mean, yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
bit creepy.
I would. If it's all going well, why would I give up Sam Darnold when he's in there for the cheap, right?
No,
And
I get that. I get
yeah, I
that.
would go with
But
Sam. But I would love my young man to. No, ain't nothing wrong with being bitch for 2 or 3 years. Rodgers has done that. Love has done that. I mean, it
well,
might be a
yeah.
Packers thing, but still. A lot of good. I mean, even my goat right now, Pat Mahomes, he sat out for a whole year. So I mean,
Mhm.
nothing wrong with sitting out for a year or two. You'll be fine. Get your. I'd rather your brain. I'd rather that be
But
filled up before your athleticism.
so my question is everyone's assumption that JJ McCaffrey hopefully will be better than Sam Donald in a couple of years. That makes this Vikings team absolutely terrifying. Like if they're doing this with their Sam Donald, who's not meant to be their franchise QB, and JJ McCaffrey can be better than Sam Donald.
I'm sorry. Just like I said about Bryce Young, Jay McCarthy supposed to be a fifth-round pick, man. I'm not about to put my.
That's
Oh
fair.
man, no,
That's
I'm
fair.
just. No, I ain't like it getting picked in the first round. I just thought the NFL is it's just so QB starved that they force these guys to be these first round picks that don't really. No, they can't. No, I don't know. So I could be dead
No,
wrong. I could be dead wrong. I hope I am wrong. But yeah, I don't know. But the Vikings are balling though. So shout out to Minnesota, man. They're doing their thing. 3-0. And now let's talk about more 3-0 teams and talk about the NFL parity right now. Yo, is it
man.
is it me or this has been like a dope ass season so far?
Oh,
Uh,
it's been
it
fantastic.
has in 3 games, 5 undefeated teams remaining, but only
Mhm.
3 winless teams. That's where I'm getting at. Only shout out to the Carolina Panthers, man. We'll talk about them in just a moment. They finally got the schneid, but there's only 3 teams left that have not won, and that is your now Cincinnati Bengals and two
Yeah,
AFC South. They're off in the AFC. Matter of fact, the Bengals,
yeah.
the Jaguars, and the Titans all are 0-3, which is very unfortunate for those franchises right now. Uh, but how good has the season been so far for you, man? I'm loving it.
Oh, it is fantastic. It makes obviously picks and predictions incredibly hard.
Hard, yes, yes,
Uh,
yes.
but like, if you said, okay, so who's your 3-0 teams? Buffalo. Okay, you can see him going 3-0. How about for the North? Oh, it's Pittsburgh. Excuse me. Like
What?
Pittsburgh is 3-0. Cincinnati is 0-3. What is that? And it's
S-
not like Baltimore and Cleveland are right on Pittsburgh's heels.
Right.
They're 1-2. Sorry.
Let it out, brother. Let it out, man.
Oh,
Like Shrek
apologies
said,
for that.
better out than in.
They're out there.
Better out than
And
in.
then if we go to the NFC,
Yep, that's
uh,
Seattle, man.
Seattle, yeah, they're
Crazy.
3-0. Awesome. Everyone else in that division is 1-2. 49ers technically are last in the division.
Which is wild. 1 and 2.
Yeah,
If you think about these teams right now, think about this. 49ers 1-2, right? I could
yeah.
have sworn they were gonna win that game. I came back from
Oh,
somewhere
yeah.
Sunday night, and I got in the house and I was like, the crap 27-24. I had a parlay. I lost my parlay. That's why I had
Oh,
a Niners -3.5 to win that game, and everything was looking pretty fine. Just went by a
yeah.
touchdown. Whatever. Bruh. I looked. I was like, why ain't we? Where's my money at? And I looked at it. Oh, they lost. They lost 27-24. What the?
I
Good God
I
Almighty.
literally remember that as well. I was watching Red Zone, and I think I was watching it downstairs, and it's like, oh yeah, the Rams are going to lose. It was the Rams, wasn't it?
Yes.
If I remember. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the Rams lost. What the fuck? It's going into like the fourth quarter. Cool. I'll put the dogs outside. Go away to bed. By the time of just doing that, going upstairs and putting Red Zone on the bedroom TV, I was like, "Excuse me,
What?
how how, how is it tied?" And then obviously Stafford just marches down the field and kicks a winning field goal. I was like, "Okay, what is happening?"
We got a Monica in the building. Thank you, Monica, for showing
Hey,
love.
Monica.
The kissy
Hope you have a good
emojis.
one.
Thank you for showing love. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm with you on that. The parody has been awesome, bro. Like when you think about the stories coming into this, right? Panthers and the Raiders. The Raiders had just beat the
Baltimore.
Ravens, right?
Yeah,
Ravens, so then you have the Panthers beat the Raiders, right? But the
yeah,
Panthers couldn't beat anybody. They lost to the Chargers and to the lost to the Chargers and to the Saints, and the Saints lose to the Eagles. But then the Eagles lost to the Falcons. The Falcons lost to the
yeah.
Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs are still, when it's all said and done, we haven't talked about them
Undefeated,
yet.
but
They're still 3-0. Shout out to
yeah,
Kansas City. But then we
yeah.
had
But that's predicted.
but Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh goes in there and then they for some reason they play hard nosed, tough style of offense and defense, and they're winning these games,
yeah.
man. And you're like, what
The,
is going on? Like this has been
yeah,
head scratching so far.
yeah. Like see some of these like Panthers winning 36 over the Raiders, Steelers 20-10 over the Chargers. Obviously, the Packers winning over the Titans without Jordan Love. Crazy. The Giants beating the Browns. And obviously, we've got to mention like what is happening with the Cowboys.
Exactly.
What is you haven't got the Cowboys? I don't think on there. No, you have. Yeah, oh yeah, Cowboys. That's future. Ignore me. Ignore me. Spoilers. But yeah, absolutely crazy. Some of these scores. No one knows everything. Everything's a lie, and it's any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday, and I love it, man. So the parody's been fantastic, and it feels like there is no favorite. Even the Chiefs are your favorite, obviously, but they're winning these games very, very close. All these games, so it gives you confidence. One of these days, they're gonna slip up and let somebody win, right? So
Yeah.
I'm loving it, though. I'm loving it, and I'm here for it, man. And we'll call. I don't know what game I'm calling Sunday. I have no clue if I want to call. I don't know who's playing Sunday night. I forgot that fast. We'll find out.
Let's
I don't
have a
know.
look. Let's have a
I don't know who's doing that.
look. Ooh, where are yours? You can't be surely. Oh, you could call the Falcon Saints.
No,
Do you want to collab?
no, hell nah. I lost that matchup to Dixon Way last year. No, I'm not collabing.
Oh,
Hey,
brilliant.
well, look. Speaking of my New Orleans Saints, the Eagles with a 15-12 win. This vaunted New Orleans Saints offense. It's funny how this NFL season is actually going right now, TJ, because we were all riding the New Orleans Saints and how well they looked the first two games, and of course we were all harping on the Eagles and how poor of execution they looked in that Falcons game, and then now it's vice versa. It's almost like, oh, Eagles are our contending team, and the Saints just went back to their regular selves again. It tells you how crazy the NFL season is. So we got our Fly Eagles Fly. TJ's Eagles Talk. Break down your Eagles, man, right after this message. TJ, the floor is yours, man. Shout out to those Eagles, man.
That was a game. That was a real game. As we said, we streamed it together. It was fun. It was very fun. We said that Alvin Kamara is going to burn the Eagles, especially with that rushing, that defense we had in week 2. Turns out, yeah, we don't know nothing. I didn't expect the Birds defense to do what they did. And I take it you didn't either.
No.
No. Absolutely crazy. Jalen Carter woke up and decided, hey, I'm actually going to play football. Even Jordan Davis. Our linebackers did really well. Zach Bond was all over the place. CJ Gardner-Johnson, fantastic. Our cornerbacks were great as well. Obviously, he did move the ball a bit, It was concerning. Obviously, got the field goal in the first quarter, and then obviously nothing happened for three more. Except obviously moving the ball. Your defense did very well as well. We moved the ball pretty well, but then you stopped us. And then obviously Nick Sirianni, instead of choosing to equalize the game, tried to be uber aggressive. Do you think that's a response to people complaining that one, he didn't go for it on the fourth down to end the game? People are like, why did you kick? You lay it in the week two. People are like,
Oh,
why did you?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so as well. Or Jake Elliott's injured.
I was still, if they went for it on fourth down, I was still fine with that because it was only a 3 point game. So you would have forced the Falcons to think field goal and not touchdown, right? That
Yeah,
then play calling is different when you do that. I was fine with them going for it or kicking the field goal, but when they went for it on that third down, right? Don't throw the ball. So that's all it was. And
um, yeah,
Sirianni, he would have drove me crazy if I'm an Eagles fan. I'd have been. He would have drove me crazy right now because I'd have been highly pissed off. Eagles fans in the stadium. I know you watched the game. They were like, "Yo," they're like, "Dude, what are you doing? Go for the field goal!" Like
yeah.
they're going crazy though.
No, I get you. It is very frustrating, especially. See, I'm happy for most of the play calls, and obviously a lot of it came from Kellen Moore. The one he opening admit came from him was, just before the half, we were moving the ball still down well, still down by three. Um, it was the fake brotherly shove that we went out to Saquon. Like,
Yeah.
we had 10 seconds left in the half. Just take the points, man. Like,
I
come
I
on.
didn't because I was like, even if you get the first down, you got 14 yards to go for a touchdown. With
Yeah,
like,
it didn't make
what's the
sense.
odds of getting that touchdown? You know, and staying in bounds and not having the clock run? Oh yes, I'll take the field goal, bro. Yeah.
That's a bit inexcusable. And he openly admit that was him, not Kellen, making that play. Why? Dumb. But this game, obviously, you lost your center, and I think he's gone for the season, unfortunately.
They said 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Um,
And might have even lost Demaro Davis too for about a week or two.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
he's got a slight groin injury as well. So, boy, when it rains, it
Oh,
pours, man. You
quick
know.
name. It was a brutal game for my Bears as well. We lost, obviously, Lane Johnson to a concussion,
Mm,
um, which was apparently so bad he was just throwing up on the sideline.
wow.
Yeah, so he's obviously gone for at least 2 weeks. Um, Mackay Becton has a hand issue. They were sort of warming him up to go back in, and then they realised how good Tyler Steen was sort of holding down. They're like, rest, don't risk it.
Yeah,
Trust
exactly,
the
exactly.
backups. Um, Darius Slay. See, I know, but you're saying I don't want to call people dirty plays. There was a couple of bad hits. Trevor Penning throwing Darius Slay out of bounds, pretty much
That
into
was
the
dirty.
camera.
I give
That
you
was
that.
dirty.
I give you
He was
that.
obviously out for for the rest of the game, and they brought in Ringo over Isaiah Rogers, which was a bit confusing, but hey oh. And then we've got that nasty hit on Devontae Smith, um, which should personally I think should have been injection. Like he was going backwards, he was tackled. And have you seen the slow down image? You see your player spit on him.
Damn, no, like
Yeah,
spit on them. Like
yeah. He literally gets up. Devontae's like that, and you just see the spit go straight on
I hope
Devontae.
it wasn't on purpose. I hope it was just like, damn, my bad, bro. 'Cause
Hopefully,
I don't spit on.
hopefully.
I don't talk to some folks and spit on accident, but I quickly apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, of course. And you
Obviously,
hope it is accident,
yeah, you're not gonna
but
apologize in a football game. I get that. If it happens, it just happens. But yeah, I would like to hear the whistle. Um, I mean, if the whistle had blew and it hit, then yeah, that's straight dirty. But if the whistle, if it's bang bang, it was like I don't know. Then I could say yeah, it's still dirty, but dirty-ish. Not dirty like
dirty-ish.
yeah, dirty-ish. Not like full blown dirty. Because it's almost like hey, you got to play to the whistle. I'm a big fan of play to the whistle. You know, so
Yeah,
I didn't hear my volume's always on low, so I never heard it. But
yeah, mine as well.
it did look nasty though. It looked very nasty. So, Marcus said,
So he's going to
loving
be
that
out.
shirt, showing off the guns. We trying around here. We
Nice.
getting it in.
Looking good, looking
Yeah,
good. Excellent.
appreciate
Um,
that.
yeah, so obviously we were down. Ben Covey also had a good couple of weeks. He's now been placed on IR because he's broken his shoulder.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah, 6 to 8 weeks recovery.
Jesus.
Yeah, that sucks. That really does suck.
Jeez.
But
Yeah.
even though Jalen Hurts did throw an interception in the red zone and fumbled the ball away, the Birds managed to come together. Dallas Goedert went off, had the most receptions in his career game, and obviously Saquon Barkley, fantastic. Like would marry that man. I think it was straight after the Devontae hit. They went for a Saquon run, and that's the run that went for was it like 65
Hey,
yards?
one good thing is I had Barkley in fantasy, baby. He got me 47 points.
Ew,
Let's
damn. He
go.
hit 21.8 miles an hour, I believe.
Dude's a beast.
Um, so with those, obviously, you then went down and scored annoyingly a touchdown, but Dallas got it, went off even more, and got us in range to
And
score another easy
third and
Saquon.
16. Third and
Yeah,
16, and we decided to collide on each other. That I told you, I've got PTSD from the Minnesota. I got it all, bro. I got PTSD, bro. Like what can go wrong in those moments will go wrong. I got so much PTSD, bro. Now we got guys colliding. It's like, come on, man. Like the times we get it is almost like a breath of fresh air. But boy, you're always saying what can go wrong will go wrong. And
will go wrong.
I got Infinity
Um,
Predictions says, yo, what's up, everyone? Peter's off to a good start of predictions this season, huh? That's right, 48-0 for PJ, apparently. And Infinity says, TJ rigged the game against the Saints. I think he
I,
did.
I would, I would if I could. All the games would be rigged. Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't playing.
That's right.
Uh,
Thank you. That's my favorite saying. If you ain't
um,
cheating, you ain't trying, baby.
indeed. And obviously, first went down, uh, got up to the final score, but then you had the ball and you were moving. You were moving the ball pretty well. But obviously, the ghost, uh,
I don't know
Reed
why.
Blankenship,
Yeah, I don't know why he even threw that damn pass. I don't know what that pass is about, bro. I'm like,
he got hit.
why even throw it? I mean, good God Almighty, skip it down if you don't force it, bro. Anyways, that's old school Derek Carr for you, man. Jesus.
And yeah, Reed Blankenship came up with the game with ceiling interception. And like I said, defense did very well. The interior of the D line, fantastic. Outside, like again, 36-year-old Brendan Graham is our best edge on Bryce Huff. But I think Bryce Huff had his snaps cut in half,
Mm.
which is not good. But everything was major improvement after week two. Obviously, the um, the turnovers ain't good. It really felt like we should be up a lot more, but we could move the ball and then we'd
Yeah,
get over.
I'll tell you what, though, before we wrap it up, I mean, your Eagles team did out physical the New Orleans
Mhm.
team, but no, it didn't show by the score, but what could have been, you know. Butterfly says, hello, PJ. She said, what's up, bestie? Good to see you. What's up, Butterfly?
So hi butterfly, but yeah, it was a good game. It was a very good game. But obviously we've got to walk into Tampa Bay now without AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, at least one of our O linemen. Hopefully Slay should play, which is good, but that is still your top two weapons gone. It's got to be a Saquon game again. Thank God. Thank you, Giants. Again.
Haha,
We never
yeah,
lost
yeah.
again.
Hey, go Eagles, man. Rooting for y'all. Jesus, I need that win bad now. All right, y'all. That was TJ's Eagles talk. Appreciate it. All right. So we're going out to the bad, but before we get to that, Butterfly says, 11
Ooh.
likes, let's go, let's go. It says, Dak has to
Uh,
go. Dak is shaming my boys. Matter of fact, we're getting ready to talk about those boys in just a moment, because we're going out to the bad of our
Shots
segment.
fired.
But let's get to it. And here we go. Right on cue, Butterfly, the Cowboys' horrific defense lets them down yet again. What happened to this vaunted defense from week one that was Super Bowl caliber? And we're going to the Super Bowl with this defense. All of a sudden, on the last game against the Saints and the Ravens, they get mollywopped. And it wasn't even like remotely close on defense for Dallas after having back to back horrific games. How can the Cowboys come back from their early struggles? Do you still have faith in the Cowboys making a run to go to the playoffs?
Oh, that's a question. Uh, hopefully no.
Ha!
Hopefully no. Hopefully no. Um, that's interesting because the personnel I think hasn't really changed. Even got Diggs back, right? Trevor
Yes,
Diggs,
yes, yes.
he's back. The only change really on defense, but if I said it's right, is they don't have Dan Quinn anymore. They've got um, the Vikings old head coach,
Mike Zimmer.
Mike
Yep.
Zimmer, and who I was told is a semi decent head coach, decent DC.
And,
Sorry,
and Mike Zimmer, he's had in the past. He was one of those guys that can kind of stop the West Coast zone offenses, and so he was. The Dallas has struggled against those teams in the playoffs over the last couple of years. The Niners and the Packers for sure. They run the same offense, um, and it's almost like it doesn't matter because the Ravens don't run that offense.
no, it's true.
Ravens don't run that West Coast offense. They're more downhill, 21 personnel. Derrick Henry in the backfield, single back formation, and not a lot of movement going left and right with the receivers. They just run it down your throat. So you lost with a West Coast zone offense, and you lost with a 21 personnel offense, pretty much a single back formation. You're losing all kind of ways on the running game. You can't stop the run at all. Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson were part of that 245 rushing yards by
Ooh,
the
yeah,
Ravens. And don't let that final score have you thinking that game was close. It was not. The one thing the Ravens were doing were playing prevent defense for a full fourth quarter, and just like Kirk Cousins and Dak Prescott, they get those garbage yards, man. Those
they do.
garbage yards. Look at me throw for 300 yards. Woohoo!
My technically, Dak Prescott is the leading passing yards.
Yeah.
It's a week. He's got 851 passing yards. Um, but do you? How many interceptions? Because he had a bad game, Dak, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh,
He had a bad
and
game.
let's not forget about him and CeeDee Lamb on the sideline. Going
Yes.
at it. What's that about? I'm like, yo, but CD can't talk too much either. CD fumbled in the red zone. I,
Yep, he
I
did.
gave I gave you the ball. You fumbled it away. Come on now. So you can't be my girl saying I want the effing ball and I gave it to you and you fumbling. Wait now. Hold on now. So Butterfly says Dallas should have taken Henry. He wanted to be a Cowboy, but did you hear your
He did.
owner? The owner said we couldn't afford him. But he
Like,
just paid Dak $240 million. He just
yeah,
paid CeeDee Lamb. I forgot how much he paid CeeDee Lamb, but it's a lot of money though. But you couldn't afford Derrick Henry? Okay, sure.
yeah. Like you can't. The problem with the Cowboys is they're stuck now with Dak. You've just given him a hefty contract. Um, Nothing apart from obviously O line was gutted this offseason.
Hmm.
So you've got that situation there, but you surely your concern is extreme. Like if you're a Cowboys fan, because I know people are like, "Oh, we almost came back, we almost won." You didn't. Like you really didn't, and it was. Who did they lose to last week? It was a bad one, wasn't it?
Who? The Saints, the Cowboys and the Saints.
The Cowboys and Saints. Yeah,
And you got to think about all of Dak's yardage pretty much came from garbage time. But a lot of this is not on Dak in my opinion because as an offense you can only do so much when your defense can't stop a nosebleed.
no, that's
And
true. But
because I mean Drew Brees, as great as he was from 2014, from 2012 to 15, that 4 year period, we only had one good year. Drew was still throwing 5,000 yards a game, but we went 7-9 because we had the top ranked offense, but the 32nd ranked defense. and that means
Ah,
average. That means
ah,
pretty much your average. So I mean, I know the feeling of you got to do too much. Now you're like, damn, my defense can't stop a nosebleeds. Well, I have to do extra now. Now I got to force some things, right? Because I know if we get a three and out or whatever, it's gonna go right back for another touchdown. So now I'm forcing it. Dak is going that way still. I would like to see a game where they're in control a little bit and Dak can be in better position. Maybe this game coming up might do it. Maybe not.
Giants.
We'll find out. I'm scared to pick now. I'm scared to pick any of these games now, TJ.
Hmm.
The parity is so
Yeah.
damn good. I'm scared to pick.
If if the Cowboys lose to the Giants, where is it being played?
It's in New York.
Uh,
It's in
it's
New
in
York.
New York.
Thursday night football.
So if they go into New York, it could be worse if this was being played at AT&T and they lose.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
they
yeah.
go to New York and they have another game like they just did, like, what do you fire Mike McCarthy straight away? Do you just clean house? Do
Nah,
you call
Jerry,
it?
Jerry Jones too damn nice. He ain't gonna do that. Jerry Jones too nice. He'll probably fire me after the season's over with, but he ain't gonna fire me mid-season. Jerry Jones too
Well,
nice.
this is Mike McCarthy's last year on his current contract. So
I'm
this is
saying,
the
yeah. So
last
I'm saying
contract.
you would just let it ride out and just fire him after that. If they don't make the playoffs, and honestly, in my predictions, I got the Cowboys going 9-8.
You did.
Yeah, yeah. I have them struggling because that schedule only gets tougher towards the end. I'm like, yo, so they got to get on the grind. But right now, the defense isn't showing me anything. And let's be honest, the Browns look bad against everybody so far this year. Even the win against the
Oh
Jaguars, they didn't look good.
no,
So
they
I'm
really
saying,
didn't.
like, beating the Browns is nothing to be happy about now. Now you're like, damn, okay, who are we really then? We're gonna find out. Giants team, big win over the Browns, and
Rams.
they had that in common. Now they both beat the Browns, so let's see who wins that game. So I don't
If the
know, man.
Cowboys lose to Daniel Jones and the Giants,
Oh
one,
man.
you'll hear me laughing in Louisiana. You'll hear my laugh travel the pond. But Giants fan be panicking.
Oh yeah. You know,
And
they
yeah,
they should be panicking if they lose that game. All right, we'll give out our picks and predictions out in a few minutes. All right, we got our Cowboys for defense out the way. Staying with the bad now. My man Bryce Young. That's my dude, man. But I feel so bad for him right now. And did you know that his girlfriend broke up with him a few months
yeah,
ago, and
yeah.
she's now with Tyrese Maxey for the Philadelphia 76ers? That's crazy.
Of course, yeah. He's had a pretty crap 2024, hasn't he?
Very crap. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know her name. I don't know. I know she's a groupie. That's all I know. Cause all she does is she just dates stars. She dated Shadora Sanders.
Yes.
Somebody I read into it. She just dates rich guys. I guess she one of them
How
girls.
does she meet these rich guys?
I don't even Instagram model. That's probably what she was. Instagram model.
Got
I don't know. I wouldn't even touch them kind of people if I was rich, and I'm not even about to. I know what you about. Like if your sorority clique of men are in the same profession, we're all athletes with money. I don't want you. I don't want you. Why would I? No, no. Pretty sure you have
ya.
a lovely personality. Yeah.
No.
Bryce
Yeah.
Young though was benched earlier this week, and we all knew Andy Dalton was going to be the starting quarterback. My worst fear actually came true for Bryce Young. Andy Dalton and the Panthers look like an NFL team. Let's just be
Yeah.
real. I'm gonna be real. I saw Bryce Young in person week one, and I was like, this dude doesn't belong on the field. He just doesn't. Week two,
Yeah.
same thing as the Chargers. He just does not belong on the field. Now, I'm hoping, but if the Panthers were hoping Dalton comes in, we play a few games, we lose, and then we could put Bryce Young back in week five, week six. No, Dalton has come out there and he straight up bought out against the Raiders, who just beat the Ravens. So they're very confident. Their first home game of the year, too. And they just stink the joint up, man. And the Panthers with Andy Dalton, he goes there, he throws, what, 3 touchdowns? And TJ,
It's something
on the
ridiculous.
money. On the money, too. It was like, ugh. Like something that Bryce
Yeah.
Young just can't do right now. You know. Uh,
It looked competent. It looked flowing. It
yes.
just looked decent. And it, like, what was it? Yeah, 3 touchdowns, 319 yards, 26 out of 37. They got Chuba Hubbard going at 114. Dante Johnson, 122 yards
He was
on
catching and running too. Boy,
receiving.
he was catching and running, and I like the way you said the word that you used was competent.
Yeah,
He's
it
a
just
competent quarterback. Bryce Young is not even a competent quarterback. You know, um,
Chuba Hubbard had 15 yards receiving as well. They have lost Adam Thielen. He is going on season-ending
yeah,
IR.
I saw that. That was horrible. That was bad. And
He caught two balls for
that was
worse.
after a touchdown too. He scored a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, he did. So you've got Andy Dalton, who he did have success, Andy Dalton, a bit in Cincinnati, who he's going to face next week. But
Except the
since
playoffs.
then, again, except the playoffs, Andy Dalton, don't know what he does. If he's your backup, be fearful. Every time he's backed up for a team, he ends up starting. Happened for the Cowboys, happened for the Saints, happened for the Bears, it's happened for the Carolina. It's bad.
Yep, get ready. The red rifle, whatever the hell they call him.
The Red Rocket, I
The
think.
red rocket, red. I don't know, but I know he had me black and blue when he played for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Carolina.
he had one good quarter, and they were like, "Yeah, keep him in." And then he
Let's
went like
go.
10 straight quarters of playing asinine, ridiculous football.
Yeah,
But
Bengals, he was a starter. Cowboys, he was a starter. Bears, he was a starter. Saints, he was a starter. Panthers, he's now become the
that's
starter.
crazy. I do feel bad for Bryce Young because I do feel like the organization has let him down. But when you see Andy Dalton going out there and performing the way, someone was like, "Well, Bryce Young could have put the same numbers as Dalton did in this game." No, he
No,
wouldn't
he
have.
couldn't.
He
He's
he
not
he
competent
he,
enough.
he wouldn't have. He wouldn't. I'm just being real. He wouldn't have. And if I'm the Panthers, you just stick with Dalton. And honestly, you try and either trade Bryce Young for a 7th round pick, get rid of him, and start
See,
over.
here's the thing. So obviously, it's a whole new system. So they have no loyalty to Bryce Young.
No.
Um, he's obviously he's a yeah. If you give up first round pick, it sucks. And I know technically you don't even have you do have a first round pick, but you don't have number one this year at the moment. Um, but apparently teams are calling about Bryce Young, and the Panthers are just hanging up. So do you reckon that's just a tactic to
Yeah, a tactic.
increase the price?
I think they're done with Bryce Young, honestly. Especially it's night and day. You saw his struggles the first 2 weeks, and you see Dalton come in week 3 and just like light him up
But then
effortlessly.
you've got the problem is if Dalton comes in and starts lighting them up, I know no one wants to tank, but you might play yourself out of a quarterback.
That's true too. That is very true. You're right about that.
So yeah,
You're right
it's
though.
who do they play? Who do
They play
they play?
the Bengals.
The Bengals, yeah, we just spoke about that. So if they win against the Bengals, get Bengals panic 4-0, and Panthers just be like, what is going on?
Hmm.
Just what is this league? What is this league? The parity is
It
ridiculous.
is, man. The Panthers beat the Bengals. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Let's get on to our ugly now. The downright ugly. And we got to talk about two teams out of the AFC South. Matter of fact, we could talk about the entire AFC South as their total record is
Mhm.
3-9. But
Yep.
let's break down to the two main ones, the Titans and the Jaguars. Let's give it. This is probably an obvious answer, but who's more disappointing to you, Titans or Jaguars? 0-3.
Jags.
Yeah.
Jags. I had them making the playoffs. Like they have Dougie P. They just paid Trevor. Like they went out and got Brian Thompson, I think Brian Thomas from
Yeah.
the draft.
Mhm.
They should have the keys to success, but everything has looked very putrid.
Putrid.
I'm surprised you haven't got the New England Patriots in this category as well, because they look terrible this week as
But they
well.
at least got a dub though over the Bengals.
That is true. That is
They
true. They
got a
do have
dub, so
somehow a
I'm
dub over
just
the
going with
Bengals.
the 0-3 teams, the really bad 0-3 teams. Bengals, we
No.
still have some kind of hope in them to win some games this year, but as far as the Titans and Jaguars go, what the fudge cake is going on?
Mayo Man has looked awful, and every time I haven't really watched a lot of Titans game, I just hear about them. And every week on X, formerly known as Twitter, there's just more images of him like sliding or being squashed
Yeah.
or throwing another interception. So, ooh, who knows? Titans, yeah, Titans might have a new QB next year, especially once they go against Will Levis, a QB they just traded,
And
and he looks
Malik Willis
fantastic.
he went in there and just mollywopped them.
Yeah, he looked.
he
Yeah,
all of a sudden he looked like he was very competent at the quarterback position. And if right now there should be a montage of just the ridiculous throws for Will Levis this year. It's been
yeah.
horrible already, bro. Like what are you head scratching things going on with Tennessee and Will Levis? All those Mayo commercials he's making, he got to stop that. Have you seen the commercials yet?
I haven't seen any of the commercials yet. I've seen
Uh,
like him having a representation for being um for Heinz Mayo, I believe, but it's just like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Right now he playing like Mayo, just sloppy. Yeah, but his passing has been ridiculous. Those interceptions, those turnovers, man. It's just been downright bad for Will Levis right now.
Do
And
you feel bad for Hopkins and Ridley
no,
and
no, I don't.
Tennessee is a place where they go to die.
I don't feel bad for Hawkins. Hawkins could have got out of there a couple years ago, but he chose to stay. And now they did think they were going to have a decent team with was it Tannehill was there and and
Oh
and
God,
and, and Derrick
terrible.
Henry, but now no, Derrick Henry's gone and they're in kind of like purgatory.
Yeah.
They're in purgatory.
Yeah.
Uh, Infinity says that and Dalton might be Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0.
Oh.
I wouldn't go that
Uh,
route.
no, I doubt it. I
Because
doubt it.
Fitzpatrick was at least entertaining. He was very entertaining.
Yeah.
He had a flair for the dramatics. I like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I like Dalton too as a backup, you know. But yeah,
He'll
that's
win you
about
some
it.
games. He'll lose you some games.
Yeah,
Um,
he's 36 years old too.
he's also 36 years old, but damn, these games are just Will Levis has just looked awful.
He
He
has,
really
and
has.
there's no excuse. There's no excuse for the plays he's done. The plays I've seen so far, there's just no excuse for that, what he's doing. And when the head coach goes to your quarterback and says, "What the are
What
you
the
doing?"
fudge cake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what are you doing? What are you like? Like you tell your high school quarterback that, right? Your college quarterback, yo, what the are you doing? You don't tell your pro NFL starting quarterback that. That's a saying of like I am bewildered right now what you're doing. You know,
He's They also fired Mike Vrabel, didn't they, this
the
offseason?
Titans is they just don't know what they want to do. So Vrabel's a damn good coach. Now I can almost
Yeah.
guarantee Vrabel might be the Dallas head coach next year. I got that
I hope
feeling.
not.
Uh, I got that feeling he's going to Dallas. But
He's
he
going to
he
Chicago.
will be a hot commodity. Oh, I like that too. Chicago sounds cool too. Yeah, I like that. I like Chicago. That's a
um,
good one. Look at us
yeah,
already
no.
predicting fires. Look at us go,
it's
man.
week 3. Some people already want the NFL their team to burn.
All right, man. So that's it for our good, bad, and downright ugly. Let's get to what everybody wants now. Let's go to our hold on. First of all, let's go to our what the fudge cake moment for week
Yeah,
3.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry
What's
about
yours, my
that.
friend?
Man, my what the fudge cake moment is Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
mean, when folks said he don't want to be there, he got his money. I'm like, nah, man. He's out after watching that Giants game and to see how confused he has looked in the pocket. It's almost like one read, two read. It's almost like he's just gun ho. He's scared to throw the football. Then he panics
Mhm.
and just kind of crawls into a shell, and he'll dance around a little bit. go nowhere while he's dancing. By the way, at least you get Jayden Daniels dancing and going somewhere. Josh Allen dancing but going somewhere. Deshaun Watson's dancing and going nowhere, and I've been the biggest fan of Deshaun Watson. I've been his biggest supporter. But dude, what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fudge? You can't have this make or break year, and so much is on you. $230 million guaranteed. No one's gonna let that down at all. But
Hmm.
come on, my dude. This is a problem now. It's a problem. And I really, if I'm saying it, it's a problem now because I've been his big supporter. But I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Cleveland right now. I'm not liking the direction. And Stefanski's got maybe one or two more weeks and say, you know what? We got to cut the plug on you, bro. I would just talk that. That's a GM owner talk right there. But if I'm the head coach, man, I'm telling my GM, bro, talk to Big Dog. I don't know if we can do this anymore. I don't know. And that's my
Yeah.
issue, man. And I feel bad for Deshaun Watson because I feel like a lot of these things aren't true that's going against him right now. But that's just the nature of the beast when it comes down to stuff like that. When you do one thing wrong, a lot of girls come out there and say, "Hey, I did the same thing," but yada yada yada. I feel bad for him because he's going through a tough time right now. But
I get you. I
I
get
can't
you.
feel too
But
bad because he's got $230 million guaranteed. So I can't feel too bad.
so, what do you think? Because obviously, before the lawsuits, he did sit out for a whole year. He was done playing in Houston.
Yeah.
Um, that was his decision. Opening minutes is his decision. Do you think that's done and damage, or is it he's got his money? Like, what do you think is being?
I,
Because
I
he's not the same player. He's
and
just not. But it's
he,
not like he's
he
come from an
he
injury.
he is coming in. The injury was, the major
Yeah,
one
but
was 3 years ago. Um,
yeah, when he got traded, but even when he was started on the Browns, he hadn't looked like
but
Houston.
mind you, he had got hurt though. TJ, he had got hurt that year in Houston, and then he came back off an injury the next year, his last year in Houston. But then the allegations started happening. When
I
they
see.
they as a team said it because it was so much noise, they just saying we can't play him right now. We can't play him.
Okay, yeah.
So much noise, and I don't know if he would have recovered. But then at spending that whole entire year not playing, and then being hurt and never fully got healthy, and then went to Cleveland and got hurt early in what preseason or whatever or training camp.
Hmm.
Just it didn't work out for him. It's been a whirlwind tailspin, man. I feel bad for him, but as far as his play on the field, if you're out there, you have to perform at your highest level. His highest level is just not good enough right now, and so that's my what the first game moment is. Deshaun Watson. I don't know. I'm done with the Browns now. And Browns are always they're my dark piece. If they get a quarterback like Joe Flacco again, I guess they'll do some good things. We'll see.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's fair. That's fair. Um, why? What the fudge cake moment is the comments Antonio Pierce said after the loss to the Panthers.
Uh oh.
Did you hear his comment?
I heard something about guys are yeah. I let you paraphrase it. I forgot.
So here's the quote that's very interesting. He obviously pulled Gardner Minshew from the game and put in Adrian O'Connell.
Right.
And then after that, when he was asked why I did that, he says, as the game went on, there were some individuals
Right.
that made business decisions.
That's right. That's what it was. Good
So
decision. Yeah.
we'll make business decisions going forward as well. And it's sort of like, oh, the venom, the spite.
And here's my thing. Here's my thing. I think he's talking about Devontae Adams.
You reckon?
If you watch that game, my man had not one, not two, but three drops in that game. And guess what? They're all in traffic. And mind you, two of them was for first downs, and he dropped them. And he just straight up dropped them. And I thought, oh, is he talking about Devontae Adams? Is he
I
talking
don't
about
know.
Adams? Adams was like, I have no clue what he's talking about. Antonio Pierce, he's that kind of guy. He is still, he's only about 5 or 6 years removed from the NFL, so he's still in good shape.
Yeah.
Apparently, I see, and so he's bigger than those wide receivers. So you can't fight him. You can't fight him if you're a receiver. Don't do
No.
that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. We'll get you right back in. Hold on, we just lost TJ for a second. We'll get him right back in, you guys. But as far as business decisions go, I am very curious on what that actually means, but my thought process is going towards your best player on the team, Devontae Adams. I saw watching Red Zone, my man had not one, not two, but three drops, and two were for first down, but all three drops, there were, when he says big decisions, that means I don't want to take this hit.
Yeah.
Bloop. That's what I got. That's what I got. I could be dead wrong, but that's what I got watching that game.
Am I back, good sir?
You back on? Yeah, you back on. Sorry.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand it, but you had a bad loss. You had a bad loss. I openly admit you had a bad loss. You want the team to come together. You want to come together and persevere. And having comments like that ain't gonna persevere the team. Like, ain't gonna help. So I saw it and was like, oh, juicy, juicy sort of drama, but come on, man. You can't say that when you're the head coach.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I kind of like it a little bit to ruffle some feathers because when you're a team like the Raiders and there's no outside huge expectations to win, I'm like I can kind of settle things and kind of get away with it a little bit. But
Yeah,
I don't know. But I kind of figure who he's talking about because I
yeah,
watched a lot
yeah.
of that game on Red Zone and I seen my man Adams drop three passes and two was in traffic. And then he heard them footsteps. Nope, got them gator arms, dinosaur arms,
Don't want to get
the
touched.
T Rex arms. I ain't about to get Milo out. So that's probably what he's talking about. I got a feeling, and so
Oh, maybe, maybe,
we'll see, man. So last year with the fudge cake moment, I like that though. I like that one because I did forget about that fast. All right,
All right.
now let's get to our picks and predictions for week 4 of the NFL season. I'm coming right back. I need to get a pen because I write this
No,
down. So
that's
that's how
fine.
I've been doing it lately. I've been doing a good job because usually I say, hey. I have to go back the day before or the day of and rewatch our stream, and I'm like, oh damn, it's taking forever to do this. All right, hold on one second. Let me get a pen.
Let's have a look. I'm bringing up the schedule so I know the order. I go by S and PS schedule. Ah, chat. If anyone's listening or anyone's listening, I want your predictions in the comments. What you think? As we know, my fantasy football defense scores are all over the place.
I'm
I would
back.
like, sir, I want you guys to comment what team you think did end up with the most points on defense. And I want
All right, here's a hint. Go for the team you think played the worst defense. I gotta think. Oh, it's gotta be the Bengals. The Bengals probably had. It gotta be the Bengals,
Let's
man.
have
They
a
were
look.
just straight up trash.
I haven't found it out. I haven't found it yet. So let's go to week 3. Uh, Safeties. Why aren't you showing up? Do I have to actually manually go in?
It probably got fixed. Yay!
Yeah, it definitely most probably didn't.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. 700 points. Jesus, man, boy, I'll be so heated in that league right now.
Really?
I'll be so heated. Gotta
Oh,
count. Now you gotta go for a team with the worst matchup now to
oh,
win.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, whilst I get this going, do you want to run through the picks and predictions to
Let's go,
see?
man. Let's get it. First game on the docket, we got Thursday night football between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Football Giants. I guess I'll go first and start it off, man. Hey, this is tough because you know how crazy this year's been. As bad as Dallas has been the last two games, we are still talking about a team they've been dominating over the last, I don't know, decade now in their own division, which is
Mhm.
the New York Giants. Give me the Cowboys. But boy, it's all going to depend on that Giants' first drive. The Giants' first round, whether they're trying to tie the game or take the lead, it's going to show me a lot. Who you got?
Okay, okay. It was the Tennessee Titans
Oh, damn.
was the team with the best points last week with a grand total of 367 points.
Oh, that's just sad. That's just sad. God, dog.
What did the Bengals? Bengals had 226
I
points.
was close. I don't know what your point scale is with that, man. That just sounds crazy.
That's fun. That is funny. I don't know either, but I love it.
I'm going with
Oh,
the Cowboys to win this one. How about you, brother?
yes, sorry. I am gonna go with. Do I call an upset? Do I do it? I think I. No, I'm gonna go Dallas. I was very tempted for a second.
I am too. Every game now I'm about to pick. I'm tempted to go the opposite way.
Yeah, but you got to have Dallas will potentially bounce back.
Yep.
Ooh,
So
we
our next game now starting on Sunday. All right, it's a huge one,
let's go.
especially for the Bengals. Bengals at Panthers. Man,
Ooh,
Andy Dalton revenge game.
potentially. Do the Bengals finally put it all together? They lost one of their starting linemen. He's out for the season to a torn pectoral, which
Jeez.
sucks. Um, I think the Bengals should win this game. I think this is going to be a tough, and I would be surprised if it will be a last minute field goal to win this game.
I'm with you on that. I also going with Cincinnati as well, but barely, barely. They
Barely.
can't go on 4 in the loss to the Panthers, right?
If they
Man,
do,
they
ooh.
already lost to the Patriots.
Yeah, they did.
Already lost to
10-3.
the Patriots, man. You can't lose to another P team, the Panthers, man. You just can't do that, bro. You just can't do that, man. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a very interesting game to call, though. All right, let's go. Our next game on the docket now. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Falcons. The
Ooh.
divisional rival might be the best rivalry in football besides who? Cowboys Eagles.
Cowboys Eagles are up there. I think Cowboys Eagles actually. I don't think there's any
Cowboys
other
Eagles,
rivals
Saints, Falcons. I can't really think of any like big time rivals.
teams that hate each other that
Yeah,
much.
right. I can't
I
think of
can't
it right
place
now.
it.
I mean,
No, no.
if
Buffalo
oh,
Patriots, maybe.
Ravens Steelers.
Oh yeah, they hate each other.
Ravens Steelers. There you go. That's the one.
Oh yeah, Patrick
And,
Queen going there was.
oh, that was diabolical. Like, what are we doing? That's you guys. That's just wrong. That's just wrong, man. but
oh, Chiefs versus Broncos. That's
eh,
it. No,
just the Chiefs so much dominance over the last decade and a
true,
half,
true,
man.
true.
Like they haven't really been that well since the freaking John Elway. That was
Ah,
late '90s.
that Peyton,
Payton was up what 3 years total, you
3 years, and let's
and
just face it, it's the defense, not Peyton.
yeah. It just yeah. But Peyton the first year with Peyton Manning and Denver, they had some monster numbers.
Yeah,
But then he got hurt year 2, and then year 3 was also like the duck
we
year. He
had
just
the
throwing ducks.
Seahawks and Niners rivalry back when Harbaugh was the head
Yes,
coach.
that was a good rivalry.
That was fun. That was
Also,
fun.
if it's Niners versus the Cowboys is a nice rivalry for two teams that's not in the same division. They in the
Yeah,
'90s they were always there. So yeah,
yeah. We got distracted very quickly.
we
Who have you
did.
got against?
I'm going with Atlanta, man. I'm going with Atlanta to win this game at
Wow.
home. I hate to say it, man, but I'm going with ATL. I hate to say it, man, but
How
with
come?
Demario Davis potentially being out for this game scares me. And I'm seeing our O line just Eric McCoy was the glue, and
Yeah,
him being gone. They got Grady Jarrett on that side. Atlanta's played every game tough so far this year.
That's true.
So has New Orleans, obviously, but I feel like our magic is kind of gone now. And I hate to, because last week against the Eagles, it felt like every game of last year, the last 2 years, right? That kind of game was like, oh, it was so nice to see us put up effortless points, and now it's almost like, we're gonna go struggle to score again. And I feel like look, we always face Atlanta tough. This will be a close game. It will be. They're always close games. So it will be a close game. Give me Atlanta though. No last possession score to win the game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just realised Atlanta stole Mercedes Benz name from
They
you
they
as well.
did. They did. We went to we went to Caesars Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, you went to Caesars. Doesn't sound as good. Um,
Those bombs in Atlanta. I won't be like
I'm
us.
gonna still have faith in your team. I'm gonna go with the New Orleans Saints to beat the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, I appreciate it, brother.
I still think they're gonna do well. Even though your O line will suffer.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if we can get things together, man, and maybe Taysom Hill comes back. I think he's back, so that he was a big part of why we struggled
Oh,
with
absolutely.
personnel. Because, like I said, Taysom Hill, he's in every single formation. Like, so to have to have one stream. I mean, one stream. Lord, I'm looking at the chat right now. To have one player be out and be part of every single personnel. So to have 1 week of trying to, you know, help that out. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
Fair.
Just trying.
Right, you're if you didn't know, you're streaming in half an hour. So do you want to do some quick fire
Oh
picks
yeah,
predictions?
I'm streaming at 8:25. Yeah, I got 29 minutes. We're good. Yeah, so we
Very
got
much. Yeah, we
same
better
perspectives.
fire off.
Yeah, let's go ahead and fire it off. Appreciate that. Let's go Jaguars versus Texans. In Houston, man. Who you got in this game?
I'm going to go with Houston. They're going to bounce back after that horrible loss, and Jacksonville look terrible.
Yep, yep. Uh, I'm going upset. I'm going Jaguars.
Oh, really?
I've got Jacksonville in this game. Hell, I'm losing by 4 to you already. I might as well just go ahead and just kind of wing it now these days. Jaguars, and I'm saying it because I'm potentially having Trevor Lawrence as my starting quarterback in fantasy.
Oh gosh, why
Yeah.
is yours?
Oh,
Your normal starter.
Stafford is without his guys, Cooper
Oh
Cup and
yeah, Ninja
Nakua,
Ball.
and then I had Gardner Minshew, who played okay, but he only got me 11 points. I'm like,
And they're potentially benching
and
him.
they're potentially gonna bench him. Yeah, so I'm like, nah. So I got to trade. I traded my Bears defense and Tyson, not
Oh,
Chandler from
Titans defense. It's
no
good.
no no. I traded Bears defense and Chandler, the backup running back
Yeah.
for the Vikings. I traded those two guys for Trevor Lawrence and Brandon Cooks, the receiver for the
Oh,
Cowboys.
well, good luck. Good luck. I'm surprised you
So
didn't pick up the Titans defense. According to it, it's very good.
they're
360 points.
good in your league, not in my league. Nah, Daniel, you're good, man. You don't need to sit in the next stream. You're good. If you haven't put on
Very good.
if you haven't put it on Discord yet, you could do that. But if you have already, I'm good. So as the stream's over, I'm going right to our next stream. So all right, so I'm going
Yep.
Jaguars. You're going Texans on that one, man. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. Now
Yep.
we
Yep.
have
Yep.
the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets. Hey, a rejuvenated New York Jets team, right? They get one win and everyone's on their tip right now,
And
in-
even Denver.
including me. And Denver with a big win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, how sweet it is to lose money. Uh, I'm gonna go with New York though. I think the Jets have found something. I think
uh,
if Aaron Rodgers played like that, all you need
yeah.
is Aaron Rodgers to be efficient. That's all you need to do. Get chemistry with your receivers. I think the Jets going on a little run now. They have an easy ass schedule. I think they go on a little run right here and trying to keep up with the Bills right now because the Bills are good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Jets are going to go on a little run, especially in this game. It's in New York, and the Denver's got one good corner in Satan, and Aaron Rodgers knows how to spread the ball around. So I'm going to go with the
I
Jets.
think Brees Hall has a monster game
Ooh,
in this
definitely.
game against Denver. I have a feeling he's gonna go off for a lot of yards. All right, let's go now. Our next game on the docket: the Vikings, 3-0 Vikings
Ooh,
at the
Viking.
Green Bay Packers, 2-1. Jordan Love or no Jordan Love? What's gonna happen, man?
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. I think he's not going to play. I think they're going to rest him one more. Um, I'm going to go Minnesota. I think Minnesota is going to keep on its tear, especially since Green Bay does have a problem with the run game, and they seem to be running the ball pretty well. So yeah, I'm going to go with Minnesota to win the game.
Give me Green Bay.
No, I get you. I get
If
you.
if the Vikings win this game, I'm on the bandwagon if they win this game. Even with Malik Willis as your quarterback, whether it's Malik Willis or Jordan Love, give me Green Bay to win this game. I like their defense. It's going to be a close game. I don't think Vikings blow them
Yes.
out in this game. I like they blew out pretty much the Niners. Kind of they blew them out a little bit towards the end, and then it really beat down the Texans for sure. So give me the Packers in a very close game at home.
No, yeah, I get you. I get you. It's going to be a fun game. That
Yes,
is.
sir. We got Pittsburgh Steelers versus Indianapolis Colts. Now, Steelers,
Ooh.
another undefeated team at 3-0. Very surprising to most folks that's not inside the Steelers camp. You know, they know this, they know what's going on. But they take on Anthony Richardson and the Colts, and I'm gonna go with the Steelers, man. Keep it going. They're just finding
Yeah.
freaking ways. I think it's gonna be a sack party on Richardson this coming up week. I got Pittsburgh to win another ugly, hard fought game against Indianapolis.
And I agree. I think the Steelers have found something, and they are going to, yeah, going to win that game there.
It's gonna be a good one though. One of the ones
Justin
that keep your eyes.
Fields,
Yeah,
madness.
I got a feeling I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning like 16-13, something like that. It's been one of
It's
them
going to be low
games. It's
scoring.
been one of
It's
them
not going
games.
to look. It's not going to be nice to look at, but
Yeah,
they're going to win.
a very interesting matchup now between the between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. Right, Bears coming there one
Mm.
and two. Rams are what? Are the Rams 1-2 as well?
Yes.
They get
Yeah.
was that their first victory over the Niners? That was
Yes.
victory
Yes, it
one.
was.
Okay, yeah. So, oh, it was. You're right.
Yeah.
Who you got in this one, brother?
So we've got a team that's essentially on IR versus Chicago. I'm going to go with the team that's on IR. I'm going to rely on experience. So yeah, I'm going to go with LA Rams. I think Matthew Stafford is going to do enough just to win.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing you have is experience with Matthew Stafford. I'm gonna go with the upset. I think Chicago wins this game.
Ooh.
I think Chicago comes there. Now, Kyron Williams was the backbone for this team last week against the Niners. He had 3 touchdowns in that game. So they did a good job of utilizing him, which I thought he would be. Obviously, no Puka Nakua, Puka,
Puka puka
and
puka.
yeah, and no Cooper Cup. So I knew they would rely heavily on Williams to be that person down low to go ahead and just run it up the gut and make some plays happen. So I'm gonna go with the Bears. I think the Bears do enough to stop the run, force the Rams
Mhm.
on a lot of third and longs, and who are you gonna pass the ball to if you're no, who is there? Honestly, who's there?
It's the running back and the tight end who I can't remember, which
Tyler,
most probably loses your
is it
points.
Higgins or something? What's the tight end name for the Rams? I don't know who's there. I'm going with
Oh,
Chicago to win this game, though. I think Chicago at home, and the Rams are going to be playing their first game, I believe, on grass this year.
oh, really?
Yep, they played against Detroit in the dome. At home, no, Arizona in the dome, and they played against
Davis Allen, I think, is going to have a fantastic, and Hunter Long.
oh,
Davis Allen, Hunter Long.
I better know those guys. I don't know who those guys are. All right, let's get him at our next game in the docket. Yeah, yeah, you got the Rams, right? I got the Bears. Okay.
Yeah.
Next game, we got the Eagles taking on the
Ooh,
Buccaneers.
yes. It feels like we're always against the bloody Buccaneers. Always in Tampa as well.
Yeah, I
Um,
just hate that. It's like, why is it always at your spot?
and it really
When
is.
the
It's like we
Patriots
think,
and Tom Brady played Peyton Manning and the Colts all the time, it was always in Indianapolis. I was like,
yeah,
why? What's
it
going
really was.
on?
I'm going to go, even though we're going to be down and out, I feel like I'm going to go with Philly. I just got a feeling we're going to beat Tampa. We seem to beat them in the regular season and not in the postseason.
I
So
hope
I'm going to
so.
go.
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay to win this game to bounce back
Definitely.
from their
We
loss.
are really disagreeing this week.
I know, right? Honestly, I had my picks earlier, and I'm sticking to my picks. So I'm sticking to them. I know what you're gonna pick, but I'm sticking to them right now. Uh, yeah, I've got Tampa Bay over Philadelphia. Tampa Bay needs to bounce back in a big way after that loss to the Broncos. Eagles, though, this is a tough challenge for them, and if they can somehow win this game and go 3-1, that'd be a very very good start for the first quarter of the season for the Eagles. So,
We get a bye as well after this game,
oh
so
yeah,
hopefully
much
enough
needed
to
bye,
get.
especially
Yeah.
buys are always better after wins.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Don't have 2 weeks of the media screaming at you.
Now, I saw this money line for the Patriots and Niners game. I couldn't believe it. Niners
What is
are
it?
minus 540 to win this game. That is, I'm
What
like,
does that
yo,
mean?
that means they got the Niners like beating the crap out of New England. I'm like, yo,
Really?
minus 540. Like, but then you look, they're only like it's only a 10 point spread. So I'm like, why is it minus 540? That means like they should easily handle the
Yeah.
Patriots. Look, it's gonna be a tough game. Give me San Francisco anyways, but I don't think it's gonna be as a blowout as they're all thinking right now. Niners have been my biggest gripe on San Francisco has been Ayuk right now. Ayuk wanted all that damn money, and if I was the Niners, I'd have said, "Go ahead, buy," because in my opinion, I think you could put any competent receiver in Ayuk's position with all those weapons.
Well, look at Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm saying he's the one that balled out, not Ayuk, right? And Ayuk's like,
Hmm.
"Yo, all right, we got your money." So there's no CMC, there's no George Kittle, there's no now Trent Williams might be out. Their
Hmm.
no left tackle might be out for a while. Brock Purdy's got back spasms going on. They're banged up.
I I think it's a bit over exaggeration. People are calling CMC's problem the next Todd Gurley's problem because obviously Todd Gurley got paid, having a horrific,
Oh no, no,
fantastic
no.
year,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, I
obviously
think
got
yeah, I'm with you on that. That's
arthritis. That's a bit over exaggeration,
yeah,
but
with
it
you
is
on that.
concerning. Your main weapon, who should have been MVP last year, is out with an injury, like a big one as well.
But
So
my
I
thing is,
understand the panic.
Jordan Mason is doing a decent job as the running
He
back,
is.
but now you got to depend on your 100 and some $1 million wide receiver, and Brandon, now you just paid the man all that money. So my thing is, step up now. Here's your time because everyone's falling off, but you're still there. So can you make it happen? He has yet to make it happen so far. He has yet
Yeah.
to make it happen. So, but anyways, on that note, give me San Francisco to win this game. But I'm going with San Francisco to win this game. But Patriots just it's just tough to watch them play. Their offense is going to be just not good. Their offense is not good. It's going to be tough to score, especially with an angry Niners team. You think two losses in a row, they should wake the hell up now? We'll find out.
You'd hope so. You would hope so. But hey, well, for them, I don't. I hope the Niners keep quiet and forget that they're the Niners.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going with San Francisco on that.
It absolutely. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I need to go. So I forgot that. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
San
like,
Francisco this game.
I figured the
Yeah,
way
sorry.
I figured the way
I'll
you
keep
ended it.
what's there. Yeah, San
Yo, shout
Francisco should win this game.
okay, shout out to Ben Mott's in the building. So what up, Los and TJ?
Hey
What's
man,
good, Ben? Always
I
good
hope
to
they're
see
having a
you, my guy.
fantastic day. Yes, Niners should beat the Patriots, but who knows? If the Patriots win this game, we might have another team that panics.
All right, we got Commanders versus Cardinals. Should be a good one.
Mm, definitely
Uh,
after Monday.
yeah, the Monday, man. I feel like another high scoring affair going on in this particular game. Give me Arizona. They let me down last week, but I'm gonna stick with Arizona again this week against and I don't know why I even picked because you were supposed to be next, but still, I'm going with Arizona. I'm going with Arizona to win this game over the Commanders. I love both these teams. I think both these teams will make a run for a playoff spot. I don't think both teams made the playoffs though, but they'll be very entertaining teams to watch throughout their whole entire league. I got a feeling this game is going to be high 20s, low 30 games, something like that from both these teams. Give me Arizona to beat
Yeah,
Washington.
I get you. I get you. I disagree. I think Washington's going to beat Arizona. Their defense managed to keep in check three good weapons for Cincinnati, and obviously Arizona's got one good weapon at the moment. So I feel like their defense can keep Kyler Murray in the pocket, and is able to move the ball pretty well against that defense.
All right. Let's
Let's
go with
go.
Chiefs at Chargers now. Now
Ooh.
we do have an issue with Justin Herbert. He is still not
Injured.
100%,
Ankle sprain.
that's nothing to do with. That's nothing to play with, man. Hiker sprains. Ugh, I've been there, done that, bro. Um, so I'll let you go because I think I've gone twice in a row now. First,
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna go Chiefs. The Chiefs seem to be just literally in drive mode, in cruise mode, doing well.
yeah,
I know people are upset because they say they feel like the calls are going a bit more Chiefs side, but can't always blame the refs.
can't, man, you
But
can't.
yeah, you can't. So I am going to go with the Chiefs to win this and go 4-0.
Yep, 4-0. I agree. I got Kansas City as well. KC in the house. Look, I like what Harbaugh is doing with this Chargers team, but we saw if they couldn't even take care of business against the Steelers, they ain't taking care of business against the Chiefs. I'm just gonna keep it real. So give me Kansas City to win that game as well. All right,
Yep.
next game on the docket. Let's go. We got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, who you got, my friend? It's your
That one's a
turn.
toss up, man. Definitely, and I've been going back and forth with this game, but
Miles Garrett is questionable.
yeah, I was going Las Vegas. Give me the Raiders to win this game. Um, it's just two teams that's just I should say underachieving right now, maybe.
Yeah.
But give me especially the Browns, obviously. But give me the Raiders to win this game.
I agree. I think the Raiders are going to bounce back. I know, obviously, I mentioned that there is a bit of a controversy what the head coach has said, but I think that's going to be fine. And Cleveland, I just don't trust. I just
Yeah,
don't trust
yeah,
Cleveland.
yeah.
Chubb gets back. I don't trust them.
All right, let's go with our what's this Sunday Night Football. A really good
Yeah,
matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And this right here is going to be very interesting because the Bills right now 3-0 undefeated. We know what's going on, and they're
hmm
trying to establish themselves as that dominant team, but they got to kind of get over their ghosts, their hurdles, whatever. And it is the Bills. I mean, it's the Ravens, the Chiefs, like dominant teams like that. Can they win these kind of games? I'll let you go first. Who you got in this one, man? Bills or Ravens?
I'm going to go with Bills. I think Bills have got going. They seem to have come together as a better team. I know Baltimore has a great win um, over Dallas, but again, I wouldn't say Dallas was coming back, but it's like Buffalo took the foot off the gas a bit and allowed Dak Prescott to obviously throw the art ball, come back slightly. The onside kick was ridiculous recovery.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and I don't think you can give up that kind of pressure. That kind of you can't slow down against the Bills. So I'm going to go with the Bills to win.
I'm gonna go Ravens. Give me Baltimore
Ooh.
to win this game. I like Baltimore in this game. I think they finally kind of got their groove a little bit, just a wee bit against the Cowboys, and maybe that can come back and fuel them to get on a little run. No bigger way than Sunday Night Football against a really good Buffalo Bills team, but I would not be shocked if the Bills win this game as well. I feel like the Bills keep it stupid simple; they'll be all right. But Ravens, it's almost like they kind of have to have this game,
Yeah.
right? If you don't get this game now, you are as three losses the first four, and you're sitting there with the Bengals, right? With that
Mhm.
dumbfounded look, like what are we doing? What the heck are we doing? So give me Baltimore in a must-win game. Must-win game.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Now we're going to
But
our. Go ahead.
I was going to say, but I think the Bills are going to pull ahead.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It could happen. It could happen for sure.
Yeah,
Doubleheader, y'all. Monday Night Football doubleheader. This game I will not call. Titans
don't blame
versus
you.
Dolphins. That's gonna be very interesting. Who you got in this matchup, man? We got Tennessee 0-3, Dolphins at 1-2. No Tua and no Skylar
Potentially
Thompson.
no time. Yeah,
So
so
I'm,
it's
I'm
happening.
well, probably potentially. I'm not sure yet. You're right. I'm not sure yet.
I still think Miami is a more competent team, even without the QB change. I think their secondary is going to make um, will Mayo Man's life just a living hell. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
I will see your Dolphins and I'll raise you a Titans upset.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
going Will Levis, man. I'm going Will Levis and the Titans to win this game. Barely. Uh
Barely?
barely. Remember last year, kind of similar stage? Was it Monday Night
Yeah.
Football? And Dolphins had a 14-point lead with like 3 minutes ago and somehow blew it and lost it. I knew that because I lost money on that game. What the heck was
Of
going
course.
on?
Oh.
I was like, whoa, wait. I should have cashed out. I wasn't thinking. Lucky Strike
Oh,
says
sorry.
Dolphins by a nose. Peter said, what's up, LS? Lucky Strike represent your ride or die
Hello.
squad. I don't care what team it is. I don't care what sport. I don't care if it's high school, college, or pros. Lucky Strike represent your ride or die squad. And welcome to Uneducated Sports Talk. And Tuesday with TJ. This is episode 46. Hit that subscribe button if you're loving what you're seeing right now, man. He says, Dolphins by a nose. One thing we do know, it's going to be an ugly, boring
Yes, it
game,
is.
and it could be close.
Yeah. It's going to be a very interesting game.
The game I'm going to call next Monday, or this come Monday, the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. So we got the first real test now, in my opinion, for Seattle for the year. Their first
Yeah.
real test. Obviously, Miami didn't have Tua, so that wasn't really a test for them. But Seahawks versus Lions. Who do we have in this game? Am I going first, or was
I think it's you,
yes
yeah.
me? Give me Detroit. I'm going
Going with
Detroit.
Detroit.
I'm going Detroit to win this game.
Mm.
I'm going to Lions and win this game. I feel like Monday Night Football, all eyes on you. Detroit wants to let everybody know that look, we here, we're here. So they played Sunday night against the Rams and won that game, and I think the running game for Detroit is going to be the reason why they win this game.
Fascinating.
Montgomery and Gibbs, monster games coming their way.
Yeah, they are really good, but it is. I always feel like was it last year they Detroit struggled with Seattle?
Both of them, it was a high scoring game,
It
and I,
was,
I
wasn't
think I
it?
think Seattle won in a shootout, like 41-30 something.
Something like that. I remember that game sticks in my head.
It was a shootout.
Uh, yeah, shoot out then. I'm gonna go with. Oh, I'm gonna go with Detroit. I haven't won the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna shake my confidence in them. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Detroit to win this. And I think you're right. I think Gibbs needs to get going.
Yeah, I think
So
Gibbs got to
can
get going.
follow.
I think it's the perfect time to get going now. We got Lucky
This is
Strike says, UNCG basketball is my ride or die. Yo, shout out UNCG. Let's go.
Yep. Good shout. It's going to be a very good test for their rookie corner, Arnold.
Yes,
See what he's
yes,
got to
yes,
say
yes,
against,
yes.
obviously, DK.
I'm all Rob St.
We
Brown.
are very different. Very,
Very
very.
different, right? I think we differed on
On
one,
most of them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
Yep,
And oh, it's tough. Yeah.
out of 16 games. So the tables could turn for you, boy, or they can get
Very
worse.
well.
They can
I
get
was going to
worse.
say, I would say fingers crossed. No, not fingers crossed. I'd like a Reed Blankenship version.
Yeah, so it can get worse over here, man. Who knows? Like it says, Lions are hunting the Seahawks down. All right. Now that being said, let's go and get our week 4
So we
locks.
lost. Both of us
So we both lost.
lost.
If we were in a pick'em league, whatever it is, what league is that they call?
Survivor League.
Survivor pool league. Yeah, Survivor league. Yeah,
Yeah.
we would have been out.
Both of us,
Matter
yeah,
of
would
fact,
have.
my homegirl hit me up last night and said Carlos in her Survivor league. She said everyone lost by week 3. Everyone
Wow.
lost. It's over with.
Just
I said,
gone.
damn, that fast, huh? She said, yep. She said I should have chose the damn Seahawks. She chose like me the Buccaneers to beat the
Yeah, I'll go.
Broncos. And she said,
I
I
went with
just knew they was gonna win. Nope.
I went
Not
with
at all.
Cleveland and that ended up.
Yeah, it was bad, dog. It was bad, man. It was bad, man. Um, I'm thinking right now, but I'm thinking, man. Do you have one right now?
I've got one.
All right, man. Who is your week 4 lock, brother?
This is a complete risk. but I've got faith in them. I'm going to go with Miami. I'm going to go with Miami
Let's
over
go. Okay.
Tennessee.
I ain't mad at it, man. Miami. All right.
It's such a risky
Shee.
pick.
Um. Jeez, man. I don't want to. Yeah, it's too early to use them, man. I don't want to do that, man. But God, dog it, and I don't want to jinx them either, because I like them. I don't want to jinx them, so I'm gonna go with someone I don't like, but I still have faith in them. Let's go with Dallas Cowboys, man. Give me Dallas against New York. I
Ooh.
think Dallas bounced back. I'm gonna go with Dallas as my. So we'll find out Thursday if I was right or wrong. Early. Give me
Yeah, we're going to
Dallas
find out
week
really
four
early.
picks against the New York Giants. They've always had their number, no matter what. I feel like, they probably won't beat them down now, but they'll probably still win that game. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? Because I'm putting a lot of money on Dallas, you know, so they better win.
Yeah, no, you generally are.
Yeah, yep. I usually do that with my,
Whoa.
my, my locks, right? Yeah. What kind of crap is that last
Too
week?
much.
Thank God I didn't put a lot
Yeah.
down. I didn't put a lot down.
No.
I didn't put a lot down. I still lost some, but it wasn't a lot. So, all right, man. That's all. Closing message now. Let's get to it. I've
Oh,
got about
closing
5 minutes
messages.
left, so I've got 2 minutes left, honestly.
2 minutes. All right, quick one. Stay safe. Crazy world. See you next week. Good luck.
That's
Cool.
our picks for the show. This is our episode 46 of Tuesday with TJ, presented by Uneducated Sports Talk, the NFL podcast. Alexis, I believe you mean Alice Cowboys because they don't have any D. That's right. You're right about that. Give me the Alice
Sorry.
Cowboys to beat the New York Giants, y'all. Y'all stay safe, like TJ said, man. For the homegirl PJ, I am your host, Carla Clayton, and to my right of me is my main man, TJ Tracy. This has been episode 46, our week 3 recap on our week 4 picks and predictions. We'll see you guys next week for our week 4 recap and week 5 picks and predictions. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Later, mama. Love you guys as well. Have a blessed night, TJ.
Have a good night, everyone. Stay
I'm,
safe.
I'm going live, y'all, for WNBA action coming up pretty soon between the Seattle Storm and Las Vegas Aces, y'all. So get ready for that, y'all. 2 more hours with your boy. So y'all be cool, man.
Ooh,
Let's go.
enjoy.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy.